Proposals for funding sewer and water extension to the freeway. It's got a second part here that I think I know the answer. I think you've all answered this one. Would you support tax increases on homeowners to accomplish this? But the main part is that first part.
No, I don't. And that's
don't.
why I support development on Douglas Avenue. You know, in our support, the village has worked very hard to make that possible in the sense that we've spent 2 years getting an agreement with Mount Pleasant so that we could run sewer, and then one with Oak Creek to run water, which would be less expensive than with Racine. So it isn't like we haven't been doing anything, but I do see it is very expensive. I'm not against going out to I-94, but I just think the financial burden is pretty overwhelming right now.
You see any proposal? You see any options, any ways to fund it at all? I think that's the main bent of the question here. You have any proposal for funding the sewer and water extension?
Yeah, I know. Well, the main thing you usually do is you hook a big company that's willing to pay for it. But we just had Gordy Casala here talking to the board, and now the companies are in the driver's seat, and they're asking for concessions and like maybe lesser taxes and all kinds of things that the village do for them in order to come to your place. And so I don't think that getting a business out to I-94, if we have to pay for the sewer and water, is going to do anything for property tax relief at all. It might bring some jobs to the village, and that would be good. And eventually there'd be property tax relief, but not in the short run. So I think we have a better chance on Douglas Avenue.
Okay, thank you. Sean, 1 minute to respond to that.
I'm not a proponent of build it and they will come. So what I believe we need to do is get ready though. And they're looking at getting funding to get all the blueprints and the paperwork that needs to be done so that some of the homework is finished. So when companies come that might actually be interested in the I-94 area, we can come forward and have pretty good numbers and time frames to let them know if they're coming and it looks like it's going to work, what we would be able to do and the costs that would be incurred in getting it done. You don't want to wait until somebody knocks on the door and says, I'm interested to start that process. You'd be taking too long. They want their answers right then and there, or pretty darn close to it. They're not going to wait for us to get all our ducks in a row. So I think it's important for us to take a step in getting that information together so that if somebody is interested and does want to move, we can be responsive to their questions. Or everybody talking about business development, where is it going to go if we're not ready for them, if they actually knock on the door?
Thank you. Jerry, over to you, 1 minute.
Yeah, as far as sewer and water, I-94, I think the latest estimate that I saw is going to cost anywhere from $25 to $40 million to do that. Sewer would have to come from all the way from Highway 20 in Mount Pleasant. Water would have to come all the way down from Oak Creek. Or possibly there's another alternative to bring it out on Highway K. I guess I don't think we should start at I-94 and work our way back to, let's say, Franksville. I think like Mount Pleasant did, they did it smart. They started on the easterly section east of near Highway 31 and Highway 20 and slowly developed the area from east to west, extending sewer and having business pay for some of that extension. So I think we have to be sensible in that regard. We do have sewer line there across the tracks in Franksville. At Highway K, that could easily be extended another 2,000 feet. We also have a sewer line at Prairie Pathways and Highway H, the west end of Prairie Pathways. That could easily be extended along the wetland all the way out to K, and we could pick up some more low areas. So we need to start up near Franksville and extend it out slowly, taking baby steps.
Okay, thank you. Over to you, Tom, sorry.
First of all, clarification. I retired from Modine, but I still am employed at my own company also. So I'm not a retired person. You know, I think we're all forgetting one thing. We have an industrial park in Franksville that has sewer and water. And we need to make sure that people understand that and we find new businesses to move in there while we're finding the solution to the sewer and water. We really don't have a handle on the costs. We need to find out what those costs are. And I think if we need to pay for that, maybe we should go have a referendum vote and let the taxpayers decide if we should extend that sewer. I will tell you that residential taxes do not pay the bills in Caledonia. They actually, I think they run a little negative. We need to find commercial and industrial establishments to help us with our tax base.
Okay, thank you.